Well, tonight was a big night for me tonight because about an hour and a half ago I took her out for the first time since 2018. Yep, 2018. It's the first drive I've done in the car because the truth of it is I've actually been to hell and back with the car. The first engine builder should not be in business. I will not say names, and don't ask me who it is because I won't tell you. But he should not be in business. The second engine builder made the first one look like Stevie Wonder. So bad I can't tell you. It's actually disgraceful what he did. But we won't go there either. Another reason for the car taking time is because I wanted to do my own radical interior to the car. I wanted to do the seats in such a way that they're period correct, but I wanted to do the centre console my way. I wanted to do the carpets to be all handmade and hand stitched. I wanted the interior of the boot to be completely different. I've done the dash completely different. The only one similarity is a gentleman by the name of Lee Workman. If you've seen Lee Workman's work, you will know he is one clever sausage. I've done a lot of work and spent a lot of time, I beg your pardon, not a lot of work, I've spent a lot of time with Lee on the phone about one thing and another. Lee has got them eyes and that knowledge that he can see things. So I've learnt from Lee, and maybe he's learnt maybe a little bit from me. Not as much as I've learnt from him though. So what I've done on the interior of the car is lovely, but Lee had his clocks made by a company called Speed Hut in America. Because I get on very well with Lee, Lee got me the same clocks made for this. The back end of the car was repaired yesterday under the valance, under the bumper. The engine now has been completely rebuilt by Tommy Field Motorsport. And Tommy Field, to me, is just 100% number one. Tommy Field, otherwise known as Field Motorsport. So I got to a point where I've done the interior, I've done the electrics, I've done the boot of the car. The bodywork is by no stretch good. It isn't that good at all. But it's it's what you might term as acceptable. So you will see this car if you're going to the NEC this year, because we will be taking Gino. Because Gino somehow is liked by a lot. But when you look down the panels of the car, I'm not sure if you're going to see this in this light. Yeah, look, see, dents there. Dent there, you can see, just see it. You can see dents. The car is far from mint. But now the best bit. Tonight, I took this car out for the first time since I bought it in 2018. So we're knocking 8 years that I've had this car. It's not a case of put the car away and forget about it or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with that. The reason why the car was put aside as such is because I wanted to finish the GT. I've done the GT. Apart from starting it up, believe it or not, no, I haven't started it up yet, but I'm not bothered. Because I found HKM. HKM took it out of me to get that car right. So then the GT got put aside to do HKM. HKM is pretty much done. It's got some teething problems that we've got to address, because tonight I gave that its first proper long drive. First proper drive, you know, like a good few miles. Found a lot of issues. I've set up the breather system on this car so bad I can't tell you. So we've got to address that next week. But then I took this out tonight for the first time. I've had an ad up earlier. This is included in the amount of cars that I've had. I've had 59 Escorts to date. Not one of them has come anything near this. My word, what a drive this was. This was just utterly fantastic. And when I say utterly fantastic, when you drive that, you drive the GT, I drive the white car. All the other cars I drive, they've got the odd bounce on the suspension. They've got the odd rattle, bang, whatever it may well be, just issues going on and bits and pieces. This was as tight as a drum, and it drove like a modern car. And I mean a proper modern car. I was actually so shocked by this. I've actually got 5 people that want to buy the car, and I've got, Dave knows who Dave is. I don't need to go any further than that. Lee know whose Lee is. I'm not going to say their surnames because it doesn't need to be mentioned. But then I've got Ryan and the other guys, I can't remember the names, but I've got 5 people queuing up to buy this car. Now I get it. Now I really do get it. This has just become, in the last 3 hours, my favourite car. You reckon, Ron? And the reason it's my favourite car is because the handling was just unreal. The performance of the engine was a surprise. I just can't put it into words. I had my mate Dave with me, and he was just as shocked as I was. So in short, what's a revelation of a car? I don't know if you can see it in this light now. Now you can see the dents in the door. Look, see them there? There's about 4. Well, we know a little lad by the name of, I won't mention his name, it's not fair to mention his name. His name might not need to be mentioned, but he's going to come round and roll the dents out for me next week. I've never really got it with this car. I honestly haven't. I've never really got it up until 2 hours ago. Now I do get it. So next week, I'm going to strip the front down. The bumpers are coming off, the indicators are coming out, the headlights are coming out, number plates are going in the bin, and I'm going to have a revamp on the front end. I will be sanding down the complete front end to get the front end looking better than what it does now. You lot might know, you might not know, but I made my own handmade grille for an Escort. and I was going to treat it as garage wall art in my garage. Not anymore. It's going on Gino. I'll keep you posted as I do more on this car over the weekend, but I am seriously, honestly in shock on how good this little car is. I'm going to work in this tomorrow. I'm only 20 miles away from where I work, so I'll fill this up with petrol in the morning. I've always intended for this to be a car that I go to work and back in. Tomorrow's the day. It's one of those where you have these, I don't know, I've had the appearance and the thought of this car for some time that the car is probably never really going to be for me. And it's bizarre that I've got HKM sitting in there, my beautiful Mexico. My GT is one car that to me is just totally breathtaking because of the standard that the car has been done to. The white Escort is a car that I just drive all the time. Collins Maze Mexico is obviously going to be under restoration for quite some time, and the rally car is just a completely different level to anything. The rally car is one hell of a beast. But I'll tell you what, this ain't no slouch either. So in short, I'm actually in love with Gino. Seriously. I know this has been a long video, but when you've owned a car for 8 years and you had to build up to drive something and you was dreading it, because I actually was, because I had no idea what this car was going to be like. She's now my favourite. Because honestly, I just, you know, everyone has said all the way along, Gino's the best car that you've got. Well, I don't know how you lot got it so right and I got it so wrong. The first person I rang tonight was Simon Booth. Simon Booth has been with me all the way along with this car, because that engine in that car has been out 6 times. Been to 2 dreadful engine builders, and the last one, Tommy, has put everything that was wrong to right. Simon was the first person I told because he sort of held my hand along the way, because Simon is a very clever man, and I've got a lot of respect for Simon Booth. But I also think he's got a degree of respect for me as well. Anyway, this video is now 13 minutes long. I didn't want to drag it out too long, but sometimes this length of video is warranted. Ron, what you found? Right, on that note, I'm going to bid you a good evening. The strip down tomorrow starts tomorrow evening on the front end, so I can sort out the issues that I don't believe is quite correct. I hope you love Gino as much as I do, because tonight I've got a new love affair. Good evening.